Hi, everybody. It's Wednesday. I'm going to talk more about your loved one and treatment. This one's really important, and not enough people really take heed on this. I really want to talk about this. This is really, I got a lot of experience on this when I was running that treatment center. Okay, so I've had a lot of people contact me, listen to my videos about how to find a treatment center, and they successfully find a treatment center. And sorry, I don't want to kick over my coffee. They successfully find the treatment center, but they ignore my advice on how to get to treatment. Now, take it from me, a woman who did admissions at a 30-day medically assisted detox treatment center. Getting an alcoholic and addict to treatment takes a professional. It is not easy, okay? So you've got someone that's drunk and loaded, and they've decided to go to treatment. They finally tell you, yes, I want help. I want some treatment. I'll go to treatment, right? And then they're packing, and you've got a list of what they can and can't bring. And they go to pack their mouthwash, their toothbrush, and you say, oh, wait, it says on the list you can't take your mouthwash. Oh, God, are you kidding me? I can't take mouthwash? And they keep packing, and then you go, oh, wait. They said you're not going to need that. You can't take that. What? I'm not going. This is stupid. I can't have mouthwash. I can't have this. I'm going to prison is what it is, right? So you're already going through that. So it's better just to pack the bag for them. Just pack a bag and then tell them, if you need anything, I'll send it to you. When they get there, they want their favorite hoodie and you didn't pack it, you can always send them their favorite hoodie, okay? So it's not like... It's not like, I don't know. It's not like they're not going to get in there and be able to borrow a t-shirt or, at the treatment center that I ran, I often ran to Rite Aid to get things for people that they've forgotten, deodorant, things like that. People are going to help them. They're not going to prison. Okay. They're going to treatment. So you're dealing with that kind of thing. They're drinking, they're using, they're sad. They feel defeated. They've decided they'll go to treatment and they're just miserable, right? They don't know what's going to happen, what's it going to be like. They're going to be without their drug. They're nervous. It's a scary proposition. So then you're going to get them in the car and you're going to drive them like 2 hours. It's going to be hell. You've got a lot invested. You're urgent. You've been waiting for years. You're excited. They're going to treatment. They're going to go well. And then you get halfway there and they go, you know what? I'm not going. And you're pissed. Oh, you're going, right? Oh, I'm not going. And then pretty soon you're screaming at each other and they're getting out of the car at the stoplight and walking away. It's hard. This is hard. Also, there's another window thing of time. I talk about this a lot. That I use the Mike Myers in that movie with Jamie Lee Curtis. I use that example where you see him kind of a weak spot and he tilts his head and looks sympathetic for a minute. Oh, she's my sister. I shouldn't kill her. That's kind of what happens. So it's alcoholism is mental illness. So you have someone and they want help and they're desperate for help and then they start drinking and they don't want help anymore. So there's a spot in there where you got to get them to treatment. It's where they're not too sick, but they're not drunk. There's a sweet spot in there. It's usually in the morning. If someone didn't make it to treatment by noon, or if they weren't even in the car, I knew they weren't coming that day. It was not going to happen. That was just a given. I knew that. I had to get people in the Uber 8, 9 o'clock. Get them to about 10 o'clock. They're still medicated, but they're clear. They're not overly drunk, but they're still got it in their system, so they're comfortable. The other thing you need to think about too, which is why I really want to talk about this, is that if you're driving an alcoholic, and sometimes alcoholics think when they go to treatment that they should quit drinking, so they stop drinking, they feel bad, or they feel so bad about themselves and they're so sorry, and they're shaking and they're packing and they're crying, and I'm so sorry. And then you get them in the car and they start getting sick, right? And they could seize in the car. They could have a seizure in the car. And that's when alcoholics die, is when they go into seizure. So a lot of places will tell you, don't have them quit drinking. When I quit drinking the first time, In 1993, when I went to the Betty Ford Center, I was sober for a long term. And Betty Ford told me, we don't have a bed for you right now. We'll call you when a bed's open. And I was like, you don't have a bed? I'm finally ready and you don't have a bed. Yeah, we don't have a bed. But don't quit drinking. And I was like, well, I wasn't going to. That wasn't my plan. But they were serious. They said, you know, we don't want you to quit drinking on your own. Just slow down. I talked about that in one of my other videos about a month ago about maintenance drinking. You want to slow it down, but you want to stay conscious. You don't want to be falling down drunk, but you need to stay well. And any alcoholic knows what I'm talking about. And Betty Ford knew that I knew. We want you to drink. Don't stop drinking. It's too dangerous for you to stop drinking. So some people worry about that, and they bring booze with them in the car, and then the person gets so drunk that they can't get them out of the car. So they get to treatment, and the person is so loaded, and their breathalyzer is so high, they got to take them to the emergency room before they can let them into treatment. So it's a complicated thing. It's not so easy as, oh, Susie's going to go to treatment. Come on, Susie, it's time to go. Put the bag in the car. Susie gets in. We listen to some Barry Manilow on the way. You know, it's not like that. Trust me, it is not like that. There is crying. There is pleading. There is begging. There is throwing up. There is intoxication. There are emergency rooms. There are people jumping out of moving cars. It is a traumatic thing to get someone to treatment. I always recommend that you ask the treatment center if they can pick them up. If they offer, but you have to pay extra. Okay, these people are professionals. They know how to deal with someone. I used to pick people up all the time, and I knew what to do. I have a lot of experience. Doesn't surprise me. I know what's going to happen. I know when someone's going to jump out of the car. I know when they need to go to the bathroom. I know when they need to go to the bathroom and shoot heroin. I know. I've been around it. I've done it. You haven't. You love them. You don't want to see that happen. Have a third party take them. If you cannot find the treatment center that will come and get them, see if there is a transportation service you can pay to do it. If you have the money, there are transportation companies that will do it. I know there's a couple of them that are recovery. That's what they do. They will get on a plane and fly with your loved one back east, and or if you're east, go west to go to treatment. Some people really need to go to treatment far away from home so they don't walk out and go back home. Every situation's different, but there are people that do that. They will fly with them. They will drive them. They will ride on a train. They will ride on a bus. They will pick them up in a car. See if that's an option. If not, do you have a third party person, a friend of the family? Do you have someone besides you who loves and cares and can be easily conned into, not taking them? I promise if I don't have to go, I'll go to a meeting every day. I promise. If you and Dad let me stay in the house, I'm going to kick it. I've done it before. I mean, they're begging and pleading, and you are not going to be able to do it. So don't. And while the person is going to treatment, you go to Al-Anon meeting and stay in an Al-Anon meeting with an Al-Anon friend, go to lunch afterwards, have coffee, and just zip it. Don't call to check out how it went. If there was a problem, leave them alone. Let God work, right? This just, it's better for the person going if you don't get involved, and it's better for you if you don't get involved, okay? You did the footwork, you found the place, now let someone else take them. Okay, it could be their girlfriend, their boyfriend. They might be more comfortable with that. I don't know. Find out what they want to do. Okay, stay out of it. Just get them there. A lot of things can go awry on that. Ask for advice from the treatment center you're going to. Have them help you. If a third party person is bringing them, maybe they could talk to the third party person and say, hey, listen, you don't want to stop at any drugstores. You don't want to stop on the way. Like, if you don't need to stop to go to the bathroom, don't. Don't go into a restaurant. Don't go into a liquor store or, a gas station with liquor. They'll tell them, like, hey, this could go sideways. And if you're driving a long way, they might tell them, hey, you might want to take a beer along just in case he starts shaking and baking on the halfway there. You just give him the beer. Keep it in the trunk. Don't give them more than a beer. A beer will keep them out of seizure. But you know what I mean? The treatment center will tell you what to do. And then have a third party person involved. And usually more than one person. You need a couple people taking someone to treatment. It's a handful. Trust me. I mean, I have seen people get out of the car, strip off all their clothes and run through a field. And there's been like 3 of us chasing them. Trying to get them back in the car. Get your clothes on. You're going to get arrested before you even get to treatment. So getting to treatment is part of the deal. That's why I want to talk about it. It's a big part of it. Every aspect is something people don't expect. Remember, you're dealing with the illness and not your loved one. Your loved one is very sick and they are finally ready to get some help. So let's get them there safely and keep you sane while they're on their way. Okay? So again, I have a lot of videos on this on my YouTube channel. Please go to Karen Gardinier on YouTube and subscribe. That really helps support me and get the message out. It's under all categorized too there. I like people to go there because it's for the loved ones. And then you can also contact me through my website, KarenGardinier.com, or my community text, which is in my bio. Send me a message. I answer every single one of them myself. I love you all. Thanks. Bye.